How's it going there, everyone? It's Mr. Zen over here bringing you guys a brand new Qualidea Code discussion. And for today's segment, folks, we're going to be talking about Qualidea Code episode 2 through 8. Yes, guys, the reason I'm going through episode 2 through 8 in this segment is because of the fact that shout out to YouTuber Goda Orihara. Yes, guys, this YouTuber, he actually gave me a lot of facts and reasoning to not quit this series. And I took his word for consideration and said, okay, you know what? Alright, I won't drop the series. And I'll actually look into it more. Because, in my first impression of the first episode, yes, this anime was horrible. I thought, I was like, how are they going to continue this series? Everything seems perfect. There seems to be a pocket of peace here. I'm just like wondering, how are they going to continue this series? It feels like it's going to be shortened, What are they going to do with it? But yes, folks, my opinion has changed. But thank you, Goda Orihara. Thank you. Yes, you're right. This series is actually pretty good in itself, guys. Yes, many folks are going to be drifted a little bit by the first episode. Just like me, personally, yes, even the first episode gave me like a little red flag saying no. But I was wondering about that, though. Why is the first episode like... Why was the first episode like that? If the first episode really does give off and like there's no drama, there's nothing, it's everything's all perfect. But if you continue the series, guys, no, that little pocket of peace actually gets destroyed as the episodes continue on. And that's what made me actually stay watching the series, is because of the fact that yes, episode 2 and 3, yeah, they were kind of a little bit like cliche still, with the hero, going recklessly at the villain, and he's actually trying to become the strongest. But there's a reason why the main hero, I believe his name was Suzaku. Suzaku was trying his best to defeat these enemies by himself, and they were like his storyline is basically based on typical cliche guy, I want to become really strong to protect the ones that I love, because the fact that these creatures, the unknown, have destroyed everything that he's ever protected. So now he wants to become stronger in order so that he could basically become that pillar of light, so that if people can't defend themselves, he'll become that pillar of light. And that's what, it was basically Ichiya and Kanari's own story arc enveloped in the first first 3 episodes that enveloped. It was all about these characters. But that's what happened. Like around, if I remember correctly, around the third episode, I believe. Yes, this series they actually killed somebody. I don't know if they killed somebody. At first, when I was watching it, then I'm like, oh, your viewers gonna be like, holy snap! They actually killed one of the main characters, and her name was Kanari Utada. This character, guys. Wow, once she was gone out of the picture, the structure of the story just starts going into a mess. Like every city, every main character, they all start having their own dilemmas. And that's what I was actually talking about through the first episode. How are they gonna have drama if it's all perfect? But no, it's the death of one character that set off a chain of events that actually started becoming enveloping the episodes very well. It was well written, by the way. Because the way I say it's well written is because of the fact that we have not 3 heroes. I should say 2, 4, 6 heroes, guys. We have 6 heroes, and slowly, bit by bit, as the episodes progress, they all start going away. So far, at episode 8, it's only Ichiya that's still alive, Kasumi, then and Asuha. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Practically the majority of the heroes are gone by episode 8, and that's what I'm thinking, wow, it's very well written. And also, each of the characters have their own little arcs throughout the episodes continue. They showcase and give exposition of how each city interacts, how the strongest actually are interacting with their own cities, how the structure is around there. They haven't given us a reason why the power rankings are there, but they gave us a brief explanation as to basically when these heroes, they were actually put to sleep, the ones that had the strongest dream came out and now have the strongest power that like now they have in this world. And by the way, the world is how they describe the characters is, you know, like psychic or whatever abilities that they possess. They call them world in this series. And it's hilarious the fact that they actually killed off the 2 strongest characters. Yes, guys, it was, I believe it was Maime and Hotaru. You know, by the way, I love the arc that these characters were going through, because the fact that they showed that these 2 characters, they're very inseparable. These characters' relationship was basically, these 2 would always back each other up. You know, these 2 came from different classes. You know, Maime, like they showed her backstory. Like she was basically, like her backstory was pretty cool in a sense. Actually, I was actually interested. She came like she had all, like there's a reason why Maime acts that in that brash and childish maneuver. It's hilarious because everything that she does is for a reason. And it's all pep talk. Because, you know, like they're all fighting off these unknown, and she's actually trying to be the energetic one, because the fact that if she shows off any sign of discomfort throughout the whole entire fight or throughout the whole entire series, then everybody's gonna be like, oh snap. If the strongest one has a feeling of uneasiness, then everybody else is gonna be like, who are we gonna look up to if the strongest character can't even think straight? So of course that's why she acts like in that certain manner, and that made sense as the episodes kept progressing. And it's hilarious also that the minute that she died. By the way, I believe I remember it was episode 6 or 7, around there, like when she was fighting off against a horde of villains. Wow, mad respect to this character, guys. Maime, wow, I could see clearly why she was the strongest. Her resolve was very strong too, guys. This character, mad respect to her. You know, like it's just amazing at the fact that they actually, the way that they developed this character throughout the series. You know, it's because of the first episode that it just sways off, you know. And like I'm watching the episodes and I'm looking at it and I'm like, holy snap, you know, I can't believe they killed this character. And same thing with Hotaru. This character as well, you know, they didn't give too much backstory, but they kind of said that like, she was working with the government, and then she basically was, I guess she kept control of the students if they got out of hand or something along the lines of that. Can't remember too much about her, but she's a very powerful character in a sense, and they killed her as well. But these 2 characters, the minute that they died, they actually started giving more reasoning and more, like I would say, theories as to what's going on in the whole world. And then, you know, it's hilarious, you know, like they're like, wow, you know, as like the episodes keep continuing on, you know, you're gonna be watching and be like, wow, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen? And you know, and that's what happened with me, guys. Like, wow, you know, these characters they're actually interesting. There's a reason why all these characters are like that. The only character that I kind of did not like that didn't seem to have any character progression. Instead, he was kind of degrading himself was Ichiya. Ichiya's character, the minute that his lover Kanaria actually died, you know, it seems that like he's in the brink of insanity, and I feel like every character is dying in order for him to be the main hero again. They're basically like just straight, like they're disconnecting all the heroes in order for there to be one solid hero in order to save all. That's the way I'm seeing these episodes develop as I'm watching. You know, it's actually interesting. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just not a really big fan of the main character. Don't get me wrong. I'm not really a big fan. I would say my favorite character in the series so far is actually Kasumi. Kasumi's character is and his story arcs are very entertaining, folks. They're very entertaining. Every time he's shown, the way he handles the enemies is very genius, guys. Very intuitive as well, guys. You know, the way that he handles his enemies. I remember back when it was they were facing off the Leviathan character. I'm sorry, the Leviathan Unknown. Back in episode 3 or 4, it was basically if I remember correctly, he instructs the engineers to actually, you know, move the giant caravan that they're all like inside, and basically it kind of helps them maneuver in and out of like if I remember correctly, the no zone. Like basically the unknown can only be in a part of a section of the city where they interact. So that's why they were coming in and out, and it was hilarious, you know, like the fact that, you know, he kind of did that, you know, a lot of his followers are kind of like, they're kind of skeptical at him as to what he's going to do, because of the fact that he's always doing something interesting in the episodes, and the way that his story arc is enveloping was very interesting, guys. His story arc actually propelled the story as a whole, guys, because with Kasumi, he actually, when, how do I say, I'm gonna stop myself there because I'm kind of digressing, but hold on. With Kasumi's character, he actually witnessed Mahime's and Hotaru's character, die from the unknown. Because the fact that the unknown started to become stronger as the characters, as the episodes and characters were enveloping throughout each of the episodes. And, it's hilarious that with Kasumi, he saw something that he shouldn't have seen, and basically it started telling the government, the officials, that oh snap, we have now a stray dog in our midst and they're trying to get rid of him. And with Kasumi's story arc, it was very entertaining though. It's kind of hilarious also with his relationship with Asuha. It's kind of like I don't know if it's a platonic relationship or if it's a physical relationship. I kind of didn't get to his. I'm gonna say it's platonic. I feel like it's a platonic relationship because I don't see them kiss, or I don't see them have any like romantic feelings. I feel like it's a platonic relationship. But when these two characters, they actually are very close at hand, guys. They're very close because Kasumi, it's hilarious. The government officials are trying to get rid of him. They're trying to get rid of Kasumi because Kasumi saw something very interesting. Because Hotaru, the moment that she died, she explained to Kasumi that the whole world is fake. And then it started making sense. The episode then started making sense. Because how are these unknown being created? How are these unknown actually, where are they coming from too? And the way they destroy them, they don't really necessarily explode. It's like they're manifesting into existence, or out of existence, I would say. Like, it's not necessarily like, let's say you slice an unknown up and the body will be right there. No, they slice it up and like explodes, and then like there's nothing there. So it kind of makes heads or tails as to like what is going on in this world. And Hotaru basically said that this world is fake. Everything around us is fake. And that explains why maybe Hotaru and Mahime actually did their self-sacrifice. They kind of, well, Hotaru, I would say, sacrificed herself. Mahime, no. Mahime, I think she was basically said, I've had enough, and she saw the light, I'm guessing. But she basically told Hotaru to let's escape together. If I can't escape, then let's escape together. Like, their relationship was very powerful. But like I said, these two characters, like they said, each characters are progressing the story forward. They keep progressing it forward, guys. And with Kasumi's character, that's where we're at right now, about episode 8, is with Kasumi's character. Because one of the government officials, even when she was trying to kill Kasumi, she was saying that, you know too much, that, it's time for you to leave. And basically, it kind of makes heads or tails as to what are the government officials trying to hide? Are they aliens? Are they some kind of, are they the unknowns that they're manufacturing and they're actually getting battle data? That's what I'm kind of wondering too, guys, is if the government officials are actually the unknown and they actually have these kids as, brainwashed, because the fact that they have these little chips in the back of their head. Are these kids brainwashed into fighting with these alien unknowns in order to fight off against humanity? And maybe they're actually, hypnotized into thinking that the unknowns that they're fighting are actually either the opposite humans or a rebel force. We don't know that for sure right now. But there is a lot at play here. The government itself, again, they're using this trope that the government itself, they're actually the main villains of the story. And it's hilarious the fact that that we couldn't see that earlier on in the series. They were hinting it as each episode was progressing, but at episode 8, that's where they actually started saying everything. Everything started coming together. And that's, like I said, it's very entertaining, guys. It's very entertaining. Like I said back in my other previous video, oh man, I feel sad now that I actually said all that from that previous video. Holy snap, it's hilarious. And thank you, Kota Orihara. Thank you for not making me quit this series. Okay, I gave it a chance. I did give it a chance, and of course, and I actually liked it. And I'm actually interested in watching the series progress. But it's all thanks to Kasumi's too. Kasumi's character is actually very entertaining. Love that character. I want to see how his character story arc is going to keep progressing, as right now we're actually enveloping around him. I actually want to see how if he's gonna die too, because the fact that, you know, it seems like all the government officials are not gonna go after him. And plus, Kasumi's character is interesting also at the same time, because he has no superpowers like all the other superheroes. I'm sorry, superheroes. All the other kids. I'm saying superheroes because I feel like they're superheroes. You know, they're little kids and they have like these magical powers. They feel like superheroes to me. But nonetheless, though, you know, I'm actually interested with Kasumi because also the way that he is gonna actually tackle these villains is gonna be difficult. The way he's gonna have to handle this is gonna be an extremely hard task in order for him to actually overcome it, because of the fact that, you know, he's a one-man army. Well, he's got Asuha, but I mean, she's not really, doesn't have that really big much on brains. So Kasumi's gonna have to really think hard on how he's gonna handle this dilemma, and that's what I'm kind of focusing on as to how are they gonna focus on and how it's gonna connect back to Ichiya. That's what I'm kind of focusing on. I wonder how it's gonna connect back to him. But that's it for this segment, folks. You know, like I said, you know, like actually continue watching the series, guys. You know, it does get interesting. But like I said, guys, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of episodes 2 through 8. And these were my opinions, guys. This is my opinion. My opinion has changed on the series. It has become better. It has become better. You know, of course, you know, a lot of fight scenes are used like over and over again. You know, but nonetheless, so the story itself starts becoming better and better. You know, scratch my first video. You know, forget that one. This is the video that people have to watch now. And by the way, thank you again, Goda Orihara. Thank you again. You know, shout out to you. You know, you did give valid facts and reasons. Thank you for saying that, you know. Not just having just any random splatter, or any random rant. But like I said, thank you, though. But like I said, guys, like, let me know down in the comments. You know, I love to hear you guys down in the comment section. I actually do listen and actually read them. I want to see more of you guys actually, you know, talk to me and converse. You know, I want to see more of that. You know, I love reading you guys' comments. It's hilarious. You guys are actually funny too at the same time. You know, but like I said, guys, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about these episodes. And as always, have a wonderful day, guys. But this is Mr. Zen signing out.